to change the world. Hi everybody. In this video, I want to talk about my favorite anime of all time that brings back so many memories. And that is, yes, Inuyasha. My favorite anime of all time, like I said before, and brings back so many memories. Um, and I think these were the original DVDs, like the original box sets, which were really, really cool because this is season 1 and it's all red. And you have Inuyasha, Kagome, and Naraku. And then on the back, you have Inuyasha, and then it shows like the contents of like what's inside the actual season. And then there's the spine, which is really cool, which has like a few shards of the Shikon jewel. And the more seasons you get, the more shards you get. So obviously season 2 is going to have like a couple more shards, a couple more shards, and a couple more shards. And then once you get to season 7, it's like almost the whole Shikon jewel. And then you take the sleeve off. So this has like an actual sleeve. And then you have this. Same thing. And there's some on the back. And then you open it like this. Kind of like a book. Sorry, guys. Yeah, let me scoot this camera back a little bit so you guys can see. But, and it goes like this, which is such a beautiful way to do it. It looks like this. You have all the discs. I had these for a long time, so they're kind of worn. But I've been taking real good care of them. So it has like all the discs. And then beautiful artwork, I will say. And then, let's see. Hold on, guys. And then on the back, you have like the story, which I'm not going to read, but I'm sure you guys, if you guys would like to pause and read that, you can. And then it has Naraku. And then what I really like is that it has like the little pages here, which it shows all the episodes. And, so if you want to watch like a particular episode, you go to that particular disc. So I'm going to be using this to talk about season 1, because this video is just going to be about season 1. And then like in the next video, I want to do season 2, season 3, season 4, because I have all 7 of the seasons. So yeah, guys, let's just talk about season 1 of Inuyasha. So let me read this here for some reference. But anyway, so I'll reference that as I'm talking. So basically, if you guys don't know, like the plot of Inuyasha, basically, there's a girl named Kagome Higurashi, and she just turned 15 years old. And she lives with her mother, and she lives with her grandfather, and she lives with her little brother Sota, and I think a cat. Unfortunately, Kagome's father passed away when she and Sota were very young. I think he passed away in a car accident, which is so sad. And so, to come back to that, so on Kagome's 15th birthday, she finds a shrine, because Kagome's family is all about shrines and sutras and things like that. And her grandfather picks up like these weird things and weird artifacts and things like that. Like it talks about the history and stuff like that. So Kagome's grandfather knows about the feudal era, feudal Japan. So Kagome goes to this well, and I think so she jumps in it, and then she finds out that this shrine has a well. So there's a shrine, and then there's a well, and the well is magical, which takes you back 500 years. And then she finds like this centipede demon, and then Kagome finds a Shikon no Tama, or the Shikon jewel, in her ribs, because Kagome is the reincarnation of a priestess Kikyo, which was Inuyasha's girlfriend at the time, and she passed away a long time ago. So Kagome is Kikyo's reincarnation. And then so Kagome um, is in feudal Japan, 500 years in the past Japan, and then you meet Kaede, and Kaede is Kagome's is Kaede's sister. So they're sisters. Kikyo and Kaede, they're sisters, and she's an older woman. I think she's around 70 or so. Like it helps Kagome with her injury because the centipede basically just yanked the Shikon jewel out of her midsection. And then you meet Inuyasha, who was pinned to a tree for I think 50 years. Because I'm not going to say what happens because that'll be spoiler territory, but we will get to that season when we get to that season. But all you need to know is that Inuyasha was pinned to a tree for 50 years by an arrow. And then so Kagome takes the arrow out, and Inuyasha is like awakened because he was in a coma for 50 years basically, and so Kagome pulls out the arrow. Inuyasha is awakened from his coma, and he just like wrecks this centipede woman. And Inuyasha at first, he was just not a nice guy. He would call old people certain names, which I'm not going to say. And yeah, so he just wasn't a really nice person. And tried to kill Kagome a few times. And so basically, Inuyasha wants the Shikon jewel to become a full-fledged demon because Inuyasha, I guess you could say, is that he's biracial. He is half demon and half human. So he has a human father, and no, he has a demon father. I'm sorry, he has a demon father and he has a human mother. And then we also meet Sesshomaru, which is Inuyasha's half brother. They have the same father, different mothers. Sesshomaru is a full demon because his mother is demon, which we don't see in final act. And those two don't even like each other. And then so we find out that Inuyasha's eye is a connection to him, to Inuyasha and Sesshomaru's dad's gravesite, which is how the swords Tenseiga, which is Inuyasha's main sword, and Tenseiga, which is Sesshomaru's main sword. The Tenseiga can kill 100 demons in one stroke, and the Tenseiga can heal 100 demons in one stroke. And the Tenseiga can only be touched by humans or half demons. So if you are a full demon, you cannot touch this sword because this sword will reject you. As we find out that there was an episode when Inuyasha, Kagome, Sesshomaru, and Jokin go to the gravesite, and then Sesshomaru tries to touch the sword, and he cannot do it because he is full demon. And then so Kagome manages to take... so basically they go to the gravesite, and Tenseiga is stuck in like this rock, and then Kagome just pulls out the sword, just with ease kind of, gives it to Inuyasha. We get a battle between Inuyasha and Sesshomaru. Sesshomaru turns into this yokai demon thing, and then Inuyasha, unleashes his Tenseiga, which is really, really cool because the Tenseiga is like a rusty katana, but when you unleash it, it's kind of like this big blade, and then the sheath is made out of fur, which I think is so, so cool. And Sesshomaru really wants that sword, but he can't use it because he's full demon. Which, yeah, makes a whole lot of sense, right? Like, I want a weapon that I can't even use. That makes a lot of sense. But that's how they were. And let me see. We meet Moroku. He's a monk. We do see Kikyo. I forgot this woman's name. leave a comment down below, guys. And because I forgot the old woman's name, but she resurrects Kikyo. And then Kikyo tries to kill Inuyasha and tries to kill Kagome because of the whole jealousy thing going on. But I can make a whole separate video about that. Yeah, so we meet Zongo. She's a demon slayer. Yura is one of the first bad guys, which she controls hair and stuff. Shippo. Yeah, the Thunder Brothers, Hiten and Montan. So, yeah, guys, I think that is about it as far as talking about, like, different things in Season 1 and not trying to spoil too much. Sorry, guys, that was my phone alarm. But yeah, guys, that is about it. So, that's pretty much, like, what you need to know as far as, like, Season 1 goes. I would love to do more of these in the future. I would love to do Season 2 very, very soon. So, if you guys like this, give it a like, subscribe, and comment. Do any of that. Because I would love to do more of these in the future, because I absolutely love Inuyasha. It has a very, very special place in my heart. And I will say that it is, like I said before, I think this is the third time I've said it, but it is like my favorite anime of all time, and I just love the story. Even Season 1 is very, very strong. And the more you get in, the more seasons you watch, it gets so much better. So, yeah, guys, that is the end of the video, and I will see you guys next time. See you, everybody. Winscar!